Attention, citizens.
Hello. So what's up, everybody? This is not like a random normal reactor spotlight. This is one of our randoms. Today I was going through YouTube, obviously, and I saw this channel called True Crime Tarot. Now this looks like the title is called TikTok Reactions to the CEO of Peak Design Snitching on LUIGI Mangione and Gaslighting. So if you guys are all quite aware what happened with the shooting with the CEO of United Healthcare, this is crazy, guys. Like, this is crazy stuff. I know not very much about it. My dad kind of gave me a little information yesterday morning when we were like spending time with each other in the morning right after I finished working, and he was telling me that the young man sound like my dad. Anyway, this is from a perspective from an 89-year-old man. So what I got from him was he was kind of like sad that this young man just kind of threw his life away, which is understandable. He's very young. He's still young, so he had his whole life ahead of him. Apparently, what he was telling me, that he's from a pretty well-to-do family from Baltimore, apparently, allegedly, and he's very bright. He just kind of like, I don't know what the whole why he did it for. I don't know about all that. Maybe in the comments you guys let me know. But I saw this video about Peak Design. I guess Peak Design, I'm aware that that's a backpack company. Apparently, he was using that backpack. That the CEO of Peak Design was snitching on LUIGI. I don't know what that's. This is new to me, so I thought this was kind of interesting. I thought maybe you guys want to check it out with me. So let's check out it. Of course, it's called True Crime Tarot. I'll leave the link down below so you can go check out the whole video, because I don't know if I'm going to watch the whole video. It's a 23-minute video. I don't know if it's just going to be the same regurgitated stuff. We'll see by the time I'm editing this, if we'll watch the whole thing. But if we can get the gist of it and the best, I'll keep the best parts if I don't do the whole video. Anyway, let's get right into it. And I want to find out what TikTok has been getting the reactions about this whole thing, because this is new. So let's check it out. Here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. This little baby looks like the Don of the Mafia. The CEO of Peak Design reading all the backlash after he snitched on LUIGI Mangione. Is that how you pronounce that? Mangione? Italians have a beautiful way to say their last name. Through a serial number. Oh, did he? You told me that boy, like, Luigi. That's his name, right? Mario and Luigi. Yeah, he registered his shit. I never register anything, like any of my products. They say you can do it. I never really do it unless you have to, but really? That's interesting. Anyway, let's keep going.
CEO of Peak Design sent an email to its customers, and my partner has purchased from them in the past and forwarded it to me. It states, "You may be aware that an everyday backpack made by Peak Design was worn during the New York City shooting last week. Some of you have asked what our policies are around customer privacy, so I wanted to lay that out. Peak Design has not provided customer information to the police and would only do so under the order of subpoena. We cannot associate a product serial number with a customer unless the customer has voluntarily registered their product on our site. Right. Serializing our products allows us to track product issues and in some cases quarantine stock if a defect is found. The serial numbers on our V1 everyday backpacks were not unique or identifying. They were lot numbers used to track batch production units. We did not implement unique serial numbers until V2 iterations of our everyday backpack. If you do choose to register a Peak Design product and it is lost or stolen, you can reach out to our customer service team and have your registration erased so the bag is not traceable back to you. We take our customer privacy seriously. There is misinformation being shared on social media that has triggered many serious threats for the safety of not only me, but our employees as well. I ask that you please consider the facts we are providing here and continue to instill trust in the Peak Design brand."
Why is the backpack company getting such blowback? Like, it's not their fault that the guy used their backpack design. See, some of this stuff I never understand. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, is the jacket he was wearing, like, if they found out if that shit was like, what's that big North Face or something like that, would they get blowback too if he was wearing like a North Face jacket? Like, are we getting that? Like, these are just regular products. Like, what if he was wearing Nikes? Are they going to get blowback because if he was wearing Nikes too? Like, do you understand where I'm coming from with that? That makes no, like, yeah, that's the backpack, but why are you attacking that company? It makes no sense. You know, he just chose that. It's not like, hey, they sponsor him to use that for what, I that stuff that makes no sense to me.
I find this very interesting because somebody's lying. This information was not only shared on social media, it was on the news. I'm no lawyer, but I would guess that Luigi's lawyer is eating this up.
Hate seeing ads? It's almost 2025. You don't have to anymore. The internet is almost unusable with how many ads you have to scroll through.
Oh no, I did not expect this to happen. We need to talk about Peak Design right now. It was only just a few days ago that I made a video about how much press Peak Design was getting because of the United Healthcare situation. The CEO of the backpack brand voluntarily gave information to both the media and investigators. He even said, of course, my instinct would be to do whatever is possible to help track this person down, talking about Luigi. And listen, this is the biggest issue here. As a marketer, you're always looking at sentiment of conversations. And the public online is largely in favor and in support of Luigi. And as a brand, you kind of need to read the room. Now, legally, I'm not a lawyer, but after conducting some quick research with ChatGPT, it looks like the CEO did not need to proactively volunteer this information right now. So it's just overall not great for the brand. As a result, people started commenting on their socials and they've turned off commenting on all of their social accounts. I hope Peak Design has a good PR and legal team ready to talk. I can't believe I'm posting about this. But what do you do if your brand is all of a sudden getting tons of attention for something that you didn't sign up for? I'm referring to Peak Design's backpacks and how they're now associated with what happened this week with the United Healthcare CEO. As it stands from a data perspective, on Google Trends, their brand is taking off. And it's also all over social media, with this person even saying, I'm so curious about the convos at Peak Design right now. So if you're Peak Design, what do you do? Well, they've just finished posting for Black Friday and their comment section is already blowing up from this past week. And as a marketer, if I were them, I personally would take a little bit of a break from posting and then go back to business as usual. I personally don't believe this conversation is going to last forever. But on the flip side, you now have a ton of awareness around your brand, even if you didn't ask for it. And while I don't have access to the data, I do think after Black Friday and after this last week, they're not hurting for sales. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
The founder of the company that made the backpack worn during the United Healthcare CEO's killing is responding to threats and rumors that investigators used the bag to track down and arrest Luigi Mangione. In a statement, Peak Design CEO said the company has not provided customer information to the police and would only do so under the order of a subpoena. He also clarified that the backpack in question did not have a uniquely identifying serial number.
Nancy Parker is not the only snitch in this whole Luigi situation. Pete Deering has entered the chat. Pete Deering is the owner of Peak Design. Peak Designs is the maker of the backpack that the suspect was wearing in the unaliving of the United Healthcare CEO. So Pete did call the hotline. He reported that the...
Not her playing the song Snitching by Pop Smoke in the background. Snitching. She's had the song...
backpack belonged to Peak Design, but he stated that he did not provide all details. He stated that he has a privacy policy. He stated that the ownership details are only kept with the company if the product is registered on their website. Seems like he has changed his story multiple times. It could be because of the sales of the backpack and the jacket that the suspect was wearing actually skyrocketed once those pictures came out. But now people are returning all the Peak Design products because people know that he snitched. They are no longer supporting his product. I wonder if he was expecting to receive a subpoena in order for him to fully snitch if he supposedly did not provide the details originally. People are not having it. They are calling it the backpack that does not have your back and they are returning all of them.
Are you
serious? It doesn't matter that he called the hotline and he didn't give all details because he was still expecting to provide all the details no matter what.
Don't mind.
Okay, yo, TikTok, some of you TikTok creators go kind of buck wild on this music. I don't mind the song Snitching by Pop Smoke is pretty lit, but you need to turn down that music volume a little bit. You were doing me in circuit of 2022 when I used to have my music my intro music a little bit too loud. You could not hear me. Oh my God. You were me in circa 22, right, girl? Because I could barely hear you. Thank God you had those like misspelled like subtitles. By the way, some of that was misspelled. And you have to check that in the editing because I do that. I'll forget. Anyway, the backpack doesn't have your back, bitch. Come on now. They returned that because they're a goddamn snitch. They're like, just all these crazy layers of this onion just being pulled back.
I'm just going through my daughter's backpack before I donate it to make sure that there are no serial numbers attached to it, because the next owner may or may not commit a crime using said backpack. And then the CEO of the maker of the backpack will call the police and ask for the serial number and then turn me in for committing a crime that I didn't commit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the CEO of Peak Design, the backpack that Luigi was carrying, the backpack that was found in Central Park with the Monopoly money, he recognized his backpack and called the police and asked for the serial number and gave them the person that ordered it. So now we're talking more surveillance. Yeah, it can be used obviously for tracking warranty issues and stuff like that, but you just kind of abused that power. Peak Design is missing out on a huge marketing opportunity. There was a surge of purchases after that backpack was revealed. And honestly, Peak Design has been at the top of my list to lug around my photography gear. But not anymore. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? So now everybody that purchases backpacks, they're canceling orders and they're returning them.
The CEO of Peak Design did publicly admit that he called the tip line about the backpack found in Central Park, and it's not exactly going well for them. So I figured I'd offer a few mottos for a little rebrand, if you will. Peak Design backpacks, always at your back, so we can stab you in it. Peak Design, backpacks making history by being on the wrong side of it. Peak Design backpacks, backpacks with a story to tell. Most likely yours, and to the cops. Anyway, just trying to be helpful. I'd say tag them below, but apparently they're not allowing that right now.
Oh, that was pretty much the majority of the whole video. Yeah, that was. So far, what I got from all that is that they peaked for a little while. It has been a short while. It hasn't been like what, a couple days span probably. And then he called the hotline to let them know, hey, what is the serial number and stuff like that. So I thought maybe he called, it was at simultaneously, maybe it took a little bit. Anyway, it had to have been at least a few days. They had to have that spike. For them to have that spike, it had to have been like at least a couple days. And then he had to like call the hotline apparently. And then tipped them off. Now mama was like, I'm searching through my little girl's backpack for serial numbers, so it doesn't get linked back to us. See, I never register my stuff like that. I just buy it and just use it and forget. That's all that new age shit. I don't know, maybe. Back in the 90s, if you're a 90s kid, did you ever register anything? Did they even have anything like that? I never heard of that. That was like 2000 type of gig. That's when products were getting, leveled up their coochie, girl. And they're like, oh, you can go online and register our, butt plugs and whatnot. I don't give a shit about that, girl. I register, what? That's some extra work I gotta do and keep up with. What? For a 30-day warranty extra? Girl, no. But, no, let me know in the comments what you thought about this. This is very interesting. Like, I just know about, I think, was it 26? He's so young. He's so young. The internet and Twitter, you're so trifling. The thirst traps over this man. Men and women, straights and gays alike. Oh my God. Just thirsting over this young man. I sound like I'm my own father. But no, it just blows my mind. Because I was just scrolling through Twitter. And I was like, all these shirtless pictures and just like, oh yeah, he's known to be, he kind of goes both ways and blah, blah, blah. Hey girls, hey gays. I'm like, what? Are we serious with this? At that moment when I start reading all that, I was like, did I miss something? Wait a minute. Did I not get a memo or something? Like, this man just shot this man. Now, I used to work as a pharmacy technician, and I used to have to call insurance companies and stuff like that. I used to have to deal with United Healthcare, and they were known to be a pain in the ass to deal with, even with, other pharmacy, other healthcare based workers. I mean, they were just annoying, them and Aetna. But United Healthcare was always known to be just like, and they always were so astronomical expensive. My aunt used to have them, and she paid through the nose monthly for United Healthcare, I could imagine. So that's the only thing I really know about United Healthcare as far as my situation with United Healthcare. I don't currently have health insurance, and I'm sure a lot of you out there don't have health insurance because it's so goddamn expensive. We all know that. A lot of us don't have it, and they make it on these goddamn commercials. Get United Health, get Health Orgy or something like that, and get, you can qualify for $0 a month. Yeah, I at the time I was making nothing. I couldn't even get food stamps. I couldn't even get SNAP assistance. And they were like, you can pay $248 a month. Okay, well, how can I subtract zero money I'm making and still pay your $249 a month when I come in with $0 a month? How does that work? I can't subtract from zero. That's kind of hard to do. I told you I make zero money. $0. And you say, you can pay for $249 a month. Girl, get on my face. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you thought about this. I thought this was a fascinating video. It's not one of our normal videos on this, but what do you expect? It's one of my random videos. I lovingly call this. So in the random YouTube videos, just something online. It's on topic right now, on brand of what's going on today in this climate. But yeah, anyway, y'all take care. Bye.